Spring is in the air, the daisies in my yard are blooming, the birds are chirping, and the blueberries are in season. Are they in season right now? I don't actually really know. So let's make some blueberry muffins. So go ahead and rinse some blueberries if you're using fresh ones. Today I'm using fresh blueberries. Before you move on, make some buttermilk. If you have store-bought buttermilk, you can use that and just skip this step. Take a quarter cup of regular milk and add half a teaspoon of lemon juice or vinegar to it. Set it aside and let it sit there while you work on the rest of the ingredients. In a mixing bowl, combine the dry ingredients, half a cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of whole wheat flour. I love whole wheat flour. To that, you're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and a quarter cup of white granulated sugar. Give all of that a good whisk. Now you could also use all-purpose flour, but FYI, the whole wheat flour in this recipe will not toughen the muffins. In a separate mixing bowl, add the rest of the wet ingredients to wet snap buttermilk we made earlier, 1 egg, 3/4 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You could also use oil, but I found the melted butter really gives the muffins a nice essence. Whisk the wet until fully combined. Now buttermilk is something that helps enhance the flavor and make the muffins more tender, but you could always use regular milk. Now add all of the dry ingredients all at once into the wet mixture and whisk everything all together. About halfway through mixing the batter, switch to a spatula and just swirl the batter. That way it mixes better and ensures that we don't overmix. And don't forget to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I like this recipe because whenever I see a recipe with whole wheat flour, my eyes will immediately sparkle. And by the way, I originally named this muffin 50% whole wheat moist blueberry muffins. When there are still some flour left in the batter, add the blueberries, a half of a cup, then just gently fold the blueberries into the batter and there you have it. Stop mixing once you see all flour are gone. At this point, don't worry if the muffin batter looks pretty thick, it's supposed to be like that. Now grease a muffin tray. You could also use cupcake liners, but I think muffins are prettier without the papers. Then go ahead and scoop your batter into 6 muffin cups. Fill each muffin cup with about 3 to 4 tablespoons. I always like to portion the batter using a cookie scoop. Then bake it in the preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 22 minutes or until toothpick inserted comes out clean with no raw batter. And your kitchen will have a homemade blueberry muffin smell. Once they're done baking, run a knife around the edges to sort of release the muffins, then place them onto a cooling rack. You can clearly see that I did not grease my pan well. I left out some of the muffins had the blueberries on the tops. They look much prettier that way. So for the taste, I loved it. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying that they're as good as the Plantation's blueberry muffins, if you know what I mean, but they are decent. The addition of whole wheat flour actually gives the muffins some nice texture and a healthy boost, and best when served warm.